Oh my goodness. It's been so long. It's been so long. Detroit Lions fans, it's been so long since I've been able to go live. Uh Man, y'all just don't know. Y'all just do not know. No Miss J is officially back in the building. I'm able to go live again, apparently. Quick sound check. Do anybody hear me? Anybody in the chat? Do anybody hear me? Let me know. So I can see. I'm testing out something new that I got. So this is really a test stream. But I'm gonna be talking a little bit about the game. So just let me know if you can hear me, whoever may be in the chat. Anybody can hear me? Let me know. Anybody hear me? Trying to test this thing out. If somebody in the chat though, let me know, man. Who you at? Where you at, man? Who are you? You know what I'm saying? I just want to know if I fully get into it. This is without a doubt no Miss J. Just want to know, man. Anybody in the chat? Like I said, this is a test stream. I want to talk about a lot of things. Let me know if I can get a sound check from anybody that may be in here before I get fully started on just running my mouth and not realizing that nobody can hear me. What's up, Devin99? Can you hear me, bro? Tell me you can hear me. Is the screen looking good, or is it fuzzy to you? Does the camera look bad or anything like that? You know what I'm saying? Let me know, man. Let me know before I just start getting into it. I've been waiting for feels like I don't know, 2 years, but really it's been over a good year to go live again since YouTube had came out with that. Okay, thank you, Derek. Thank you very much. Uh, how you doing, Devin? You doing all right, man? I know can't be doing too good after yesterday's well-deserved spanking that we got. You know what I'm saying? What up, though? Intelligent Cycle? Yeah, man. Back live again, man. Tell the world, man. Share the stream, man. Tell the world. Everybody know I'm back. Yeah, I feel you, Devin. I feel you. But I feel you, man. Patricia, I tried my best this past off season to vouch for the dude, but it just was not working. Yeah, I know, man. I was just starting to get. I was just telling that a second ago. I was like just starting to get used to going live. Back when I used to have my phone, and they used to be dropping on the floor and all that stuff. The good old days, I was just starting to get my Detroit Sports Sunday going, and then YouTube came out of nowhere with that whole, "Hey, if you ain't got 1,000 subs, you know what I'm saying, you can't be going live from your mobile devices and all that stuff." And I'm like, "Are you serious?" And then I got a tablet thinking I could go live, and then it was still saying the same thing. And I'm like, man. So I invested in the streaming top. I had been bought this thing, but it took a minute for me to get everything else I needed to even use it. So I really had this thing for damn near 2 months and did not use it. So I wasn't even planning on doing this today, but I was just so heated about, what I'm saying, the Lions, man. I say, man, I gotta crack this thing open. But I got a few minutes, and I say I ain't been home from work that long. Let me crack this thing open. Let me see if I can get it going. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, man. See, my thing is too, man. With my issue I have with Matt Patricia, really the Lions organization, we can't even say that it's the talent anymore. We can't even say, remember when we used to be able to blame everything on injuries, and when we used to be able to blame that the old line was just like the old line has been a problem. The old line has been a problem, but see, to me, I think we making excuses about the old line. The old line is like this, man. You got a lot of teams out here. They got players that are not first round picks. They're not even second, third round picks. You got a lot of teams using veterans that are similar to Big V, guys who are they drafted in late rounds and they've been developing for the last few years. Every team has some way have found a way to run the football effectively, has found a way to hold up pass protection on third down. Our play callers are, to me, what's responsible for what's been going on with the Detroit Lions and why they don't seem to be able to do the simple things right. It's all about the game plan. If your game plan sucks, you're going to make your talent look bad. Our coordinator is making our quarterback look trash. You know what I'm saying? The decisions they have him doing in critical moments of the game for a guy of his caliber and his experience is unacceptable for Daryl Bevell. You've been coaching teams and quarterbacks of the caliber of an old version, you might as well say an older version of Matthew Stafford, which we call Brett Favre, and then you had Russell Wilson in his first few years. And it's just crazy, man, how we sitting here with guys like, TJ Hawkinson and Jesse James and Kerryon Johnson, DeAndre Swift. Right, and that's my point, man. It's like y'all sitting out here knowing that this man ain't getting no help. You giving him the weapons, but you're not giving him the plays that's designed for him. What happened to everything we were doing last year when it came to passing the football? I don't know what's up with these bum ass passing plays they got him doing. You know what I'm saying? I understand if you wanted to get some check downs going and you trying to get some rhythm going, missing the run, stuff that we was asking them to do about a year ago or two when Jim Cooter was around. But what's up with some of these bump pass plays, man? Last year we couldn't stop throwing downfield. Why is we shying away? And here's another question. I know a lot of y'all haven't even thought about it. I know some of y'all ain't thought about it. Y'all probably like, ooh, once I said, when it comes to the passing attack, what the hell happened to our flea flicker? You remember that trick that never failed us last year? What happened to the flea flicker? Whatever happened to that? When we would come at the most random time with the flea flicker, and we never botched it not one time. We was successful with it every single time. You got, and not only that, on defense, man. By the way, am I the only one tripping today? I see John Pennicini get hurt because I could have sworn John P got hurt yesterday. Sometime in the second half of the game. Fact check that for me if y'all can. I could have sworn they said he left the game with some kind of injury or something like that. I could have sworn. Because if they did that, man, if he did, man, oh my God, we go have some trouble. Because he's been like arguably top three of the best players out this draft class this year, for as far as our draft class go. You know what I mean? Everybody gave the Lions a lot of slack. We were running the brick plays with David Blau and Jeff Driscoll, but not Stafford. Vanilla playbook. No. Stafford had a lot of those flea flickers too last year. You know what I'm saying? He was connecting with Marvin Hall, Galladay a few times, Marvin Jones, specifically Marvin Hall. That's another player I want to talk about. I don't understand. Yeah. Yeah, I know, man. John P is a late round choice, and he's been stepping up big for you for the most part this year. And you know what I'm saying, Everson Griffin Pride got hurt. Man, Pennicini looked like he darn near as good or equally, if not better than Nick Fairley at times, bro. I know Nick Fairley was a first round pick. Nick Fairley was hell of good though in 2014, man. People don't even remember how well he used to be able to suck up all that coverage away from Sue, man. That's the one thing that I used to love about the D line the most was his big ass right there. And then not to mention for those few games that we did have Stephen Tulloch at the middle linebacker, who's a phenomenal run defender, man. People forget about why the defense was so good against stopping the run, man. I miss those days I really miss those days, man. Like y'all just don't know. Our players are being used so wrong today, man. It's not even funny, man. Like, when we thought when we were getting Deshaun Hand back this year, and you adding to the defensive line and all this stuff. I wonder, man. Sometimes the way this organization, man, if he don't decide to leave, his wife go force him to, man. Because think about it, man. Their family has been through a lot for Detroit, man. Specifically, again, him, man. When it comes to all the beatings that this man takes, all the this and that and third, and people still have reasons to bring up this man's money. I just don't quite understand that. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy that defense is boo boo and boo boo repair. Goddamn right there, boo boo repair, man. Shoot, they need to. Hey, y'all heard about Tack? He got released today. I kind of saw that coming. He got waived today. From the Atlanta Falcons, the defensive what was that defensive end they selected in 2017 draft. I know he's not maybe a significant player, but they down the pass rusher right now. You might as well try to see if you can pick him up. I don't see why not. You you got Trey Flowers out right now, so you might as well pick up Tack and see if you can get him, man. I just tweeted that out a little while ago. You need to go get Tack, man, for real. What's up, Marcus Willis? And by the way, what's up to you, Alex? I don't want to mess up your last name, Alex L. Man, appreciate you for coming, man. I really appreciate y'all for showing up. I know this is out of nowhere, man. I really appreciate y'all for being here right now. You know what I'm saying? It's rough, man, with Detroit sports. Everybody sucks. The Pistons suck still. Tigers rebuilding. No, the Tigers, I give them a little bit of breathing room. They made things interesting this year, but no, Michigan football, Michigan State football sucks. The fact the Lions historically can never stop keep a Hall of Fame talent from Barry Megatron, Dre Bly, yeah, John Lynch, and especially Darius Slay, maybe Hall of Fame talent and top corner at least, yeah. 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 I feel y'all, man. You can't. Yeah, the Lions do, man. They mess up on Hall of Fame talent and stuff like that. They always got people leaving, man. I just don't understand. Yeah, I know the NBA draft is coming up. I'm not. I'm excited for the draft because it's NBA, but I'm not that excited, man. Y'all know why. Anybody who knows me by now knows why I'm not that excited about the NBA. Hey, Devin, do me a favor. If you don't mind, I swear, once I get 1,000 subs or whatever, and I start being able to make people moderators, I'll make you a moderator. Because you seem to follow all of us heavy, man. So, but if you can do me a favor, can you reach some of the video makers and let them know I'm live? For those who may not know, what I'm saying, to get a few more people, I really would appreciate that on Twitter if you can. You know what I'm saying? That's where everybody, from guys like King, man, Beast, if you can get to him, JMO, if you can. Just let some of the guys know I'm out here live and know they come chill out and chat, whatever. If you don't, man, I really appreciate that. But yeah, man. As far as NBA goes, man, I want to see Killian Hayes, man. I want to see Killian. I know some people not high on Killian, but I think people are low on him for all the wrong reasons. When's the last time you had legit anybody who comes close to being a legit point guard? Appreciate you, Devin. You, man, I can't wait to come back on Above the Rim. Which too, man, I cannot wait to do that. It won't be this Saturday. I'll be attending a bachelor party. That's another story for another time. So yeah. What it is, I've been working too, man, a lot. That's why I haven't been appearing on the show as much, man. So on Saturdays, I'll be busy trying to catch up on a lot of things. And I have to make time for my own personal life, man, or else I'll be dead inside. Especially with the Lions playing like ass on Sunday. That's kind of why I haven't really been on the show lately. And I really usually would have preferred the show to been on earlier in the day. I was telling Drew this about a month ago. I had called him up and I was letting him know like, yo, I would rather us had kept the show on the early part of Saturday like we were doing between what was it 1 o'clock, and then when JMO would do it, it'd be like 3 o'clock at times. So yeah, man, I know it's been a lot of rumors, man. That's the thing about it, man. It's been a lot of rumors going on in the NBA draft. But at the end of the day, man, the Pistons had to go to the drawing board. They had to get a point guard before they get anything else. You need a point guard and a center, and then you build in between, man. Because at this point, you got no choice. We haven't had a point guard, which if you can go back to Brandon Jennings, and then you can even say Will Bynum, but we haven't legitimately had a point guard since Chauncey Billups. Let's keep it real. We haven't had a consistent point guard where we can say this guy's here every season. No, we paid this guy to be healthy for us every year. We haven't had a consistent point guard since the guy who took us to the championship. Who's the MVP of the finals? Might I add that too, man. So it's a shame. One thing the Pistons to me, and it's funny, it's just like the Lions. One thing those two teams were known for in the way back in the day were running backs. You know what I'm saying? Running backs and point guards. Pistons was known for having one of the best point guards of all time. Lions were known for a lot of point guards, actually, not just Barry Sanders. You had Billy Sims, Mel Farr, but Barry Sanders, of course, is the GOAT. How the hell do y'all not have that position strong this day? That it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. I heard that we want to trade up for LaMelo. I heard that either Tyrese Halliburton or Killian Hayes. I heard that told Patrick Williams we're going to draft. We don't know who. You know what? I'm gonna take this time. I'm glad you brought up Tyrese Halliburton. I'm gonna actually take the time and try to defend him. He gets a lot of slack for his odd way of shooting the basketball and certain other things that he does. I get why some people will kind of shy away from him. But here's the thing about Tyrese that I do like, and that's his playmaking ability. He knows when to find guys. He knows when to penetrate, and if he ain't gonna be able to penetrate, he go get to the big man. He go give it to the guys who can score. We need guys who can help create for other people, man. That's been kind of the issue with the Pistons as a point guard. They don't have any creators. Now, he's not my first guy on the list, but if we were like at the bottom of the barrel drafting because we made the playoffs or something, and he was like the best possible player there, and we had to get him, I wouldn't be mad at that. Because I feel like if the Pistons would develop people right, man, they can get more out of guys than we appear to show. And it's just like when you think about Bruce Brown, who definitely isn't a point guard, like when he was just a second round pick that to me was just at the right place at the right time. You had no small forwards that you could trust. GR3 was a letdown, so they just threw him out there and had him checking James Harden, and the rest is history. You know what I'm saying? He's been getting a lot of starting time ever since. And I'm starting to like him more around the lottery. I wasn't high on him, but some workout videos recently had him looking good. Hey, I mean, like I said, we go fantasy, and that's the thing, man. COVID killed so much this year. It's not even funny, man. Like it killed so much. Far as us being able to go out there and scope the talent that we may be liking like that, man, it really killed a lot because we didn't get the Sweet 16. Now you have to put a lot of stock into really like the foreign type of guys who were playing overseas and stuff like that. You have to put a lot of stock into them because they said, how do you like guys like Kyra Lewis and Cole Anthony? Cole Anthony to be specifically, Cole Anthony would have been good for us last year. I'm not saying that, he wouldn't be good now, but Cole Anthony, it is what it is with him. Like if he would have been out last year, man, I would have loved him at that 31st pick instead of trading him away because we would have needed a guy that Derrick Rose could mold. Like I really don't have nothing against any player in the draft because it's so hit and miss. It's just I don't want us having the opportunity to get the right guy when it's been people we've been screaming for all year, which been feeling like 2 years now, and then they get something like way out of whack. Like, you got LaMelo Ball right there. You got Killian. You got Cole Anthony or even this Kyra Lewis, and then you go out there and you freaking get, you know, some dude we never heard of. Like we ain't got time for that, man. Like don't do that. Don't go out there drafting the Nets, Bruce Brown, and this and that and the third, man. I don't got time. Who's that, Mark? What do you think about Obi Toppin? Obi Toppin is I like him. I like him. I don't know if I mean it's hard for me to answer that question. See, I like the player and I have no problem with drafting him. But see, the problem is, why would I draft a position that I'm technically kind of depth at? You know what I'm saying? I mean, Obi Toppin is like this. If I was to have Obi Toppin on my draft radar, it's because I don't have a Blake Griffin or Christian Wood. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't mean I still wouldn't want to take him, but I'm not like I can't put him too high because right now we need a point guard. He's not the primary need. I can't even say that he would be taking the talent at that position because you'll be taking him, but how would he even get playing time like that? Because you go have too many power forwards on the roster, and you need help at the point guard. Would you trade a 7 pick for Boston's 3 first trade picks? No, I would not. Here's the reason why. I know we love draft capital in the NBA, but see that's exactly the thing that the Pistons would do wrong. They will get greedy, get draft capital, and get all the players we don't need. We need the right guy. And I know it sounds crazy to turn down all those picks, but y'all have to understand if you have a player that you know you can't pass on, that player that you know you can't pass on is worth more than getting a bunch of draft capital. Let's take it to football for hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, Jim Lions are proud, Jim Bordeaux, what's going on? Appreciate you. But let's take it back to football real quick when it comes to draft capital. Do y'all remember when the Cleveland Browns could have drafted what's his name? Julio Jones, and they traded the pick away for all those draft capital reasons, and then they got a bunch of bums. Not much, man. Do your thing, man. I appreciate you, Jim. But yeah, man, y'all remember when we could have got when they could have got Julio Jones and they traded all them picks away. Atlanta ended up getting Julio, and Cleveland drafted a bunch of bums. And all you had to do was stay there and take that right guy. But if you failed and got greedy, I do not always like trading for draft capital. If you have somebody specifically there that you know you want, you need to take them. Now that was 2014 when they got Manziel, man. I did not like that pick because you know why I hated that pick too for them. You had Derek Carr and Teddy Bridgewater there. How the hell did you pass on them two for Noodle Arm Manziel, man? I could not. I hated Cleveland forever for that. I was rooting for. I said, "Don't get Manziel. Don't get Manziel. Don't get Manziel." I said, "They bet not get him, man." I said, "They better get Derek Carr or Teddy Bridgewater if they know what's good for them." These fools went and got Johnny Football, bro. I said, "Oh my god." I said, and you wonder why they went 0-16, man. It was a long time happening for them, bro. And I'm not trying to crap on Cleveland fans, but it's just that it was a long time coming because they were just making all the wrong moves. Not that we can talk, because you remember who we took with the 10th pick that year, so we can't talk either. And like Ebron was so bad, man. Like man, y'all know Todd McShay and Mel Kiper are a bunch of idiots. But even if when I seen that Mel Kiper was even trying to warn the Lions about Ebron, I'm like, oh my god, and they drafted him. I said, even Mel Kiper tried to warn y'all about him. How do y'all pick this dude over all that Pro Bowl talent that was right there in your face, man? Do y'all see why I be so depressed about the Lions and the business, man? Why I be going so crazy and why I say to y'all all the time that you can't get rid of talent without properly replacing them first. I think we picked 7. It's not too often. See, I don't know how Troy Weaver works. See, it's somewhat of a different regime now. I don't know how Troy Weaver works. Usually when the Pistons trade picks, it's to acquire more picks for like later, like they did that dumb mess they did this past draft that I'm not about to even try to remember or remind myself about. It's never usually like to trade out of a position just to get more first round picks. They don't normally do that or try to trade up. They usually just stay where they are in the first round. Like I said, unless they got another pick to move around like they did last year. But it's like I just don't think they should. They in a position they need to acquire these picks in order to develop for the future. You cannot pass on LaMelo Ball if he's there or Killian Hayes. You can't do that. You need to stay where you are, calm your tail down. You got a bunch of guys you drafted over the last few years that could be quality guys, even guys you even found undrafted that could be decent quality if you're properly grooming them and giving them the right opportunity. We go see how that works out. I say you take your guy there and never look back. Yeah, I know that. That's why I said it's a possibility because of Troy Weaver. We don't know exactly. See, he's never GM for us before, so we don't know exactly what he's going to do off the rip. It really is a wait and see. You know what I'm saying? I wish we could have. I wish we could have had Troy Weaver over the last couple of years, though, man. You know, as a GM, and especially I'm talking about specifically when Stan Van Gundy was around. That would have been a heck of a asset to have, just from him getting a talent perspective. You know what I'm saying? But I do have one thing I do want to ask y'all not to do. Do not start doing with Troy Weaver that we did with Bob Quinn. Do not start doing that. That every time he get a player or he select, what up, King? What is happening, King? What's going on? I know, man. I'm back, right? Yeah, but do not start giving Troy Weaver that Bob Quinn treatment. Do not do every time he bring a young piece you forgot about because he didn't get opportunity. We just ooh and ah and everything, thinking that everything gonna be Gucci. Not do that. Let this man show us what he gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Treat his ass like every food was treating a certain man that just got out of office when he got hired. Let's see what he gonna do. Let's see what he gonna do. Do not go in here over assuming stuff like this man just go find all this crazy talent that's go push us over the top. I want to see first what he do with this draft, which is why I don't want us trading out the 7 pick trying to move and get capital. Stay and keep your guy. You've been doing enough drafting and undrafted free agency over the last couple of years. I want to see what you go get with this pick right here. This is the first time you've been in the top 10 in a minute. Show me what you go do as a new GM. Make your statement right now the best way you can and show me. Now, it's not going to get us to the playoffs, but what it can at least do is be a very solid point of, okay, this could be maybe down the line, this could be good. If any of his bull mess is true, this could be good. Let's see. What you say, Jim? So, yep, see what it does first. Let's look at the results. That's right. That's fine. You know, again, don't start with trusting yet. Again, do not start trusting yet. Remember what they did to a certain person that tried to trust them. You know what I'm saying? We end up getting two hobos, a bat scratcher, and a bag of peanuts in a draft pit that won't be here until I'm 32. Okay, let's think about the last guy that was trusting to this organization. Let's wait and see if we should trust him. Don't I know that was OKC. That was OKC. I know we got the Ryan West guy here and all that cute stuff, but that's too cute. I want results. I don't want. I want to see results, man. The Pistons have tipped me off over the last few years. I cannot just be everything's gonna be magical blues and rainbows and Skittles, man. I cannot do that with them right now, bro. Do not do that. I can't do that, man. I'm just gonna sit back and watch them work. I'm not gonna stress till I see the players draft and ranging from the hit on the floor. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Uh, but as far as our guys we already do have, man, that's somebody I really want to see get more opportunity. No, I do not think Matthew Stafford sucks. I think his coaches suck. I think his coaches suck. I think the play calling sucks. I think the offensive line play sucks. I think the defense sucks. I think the ability not to hand the running backs to football sucks. I think the game plan sucks. I think the fact that they don't actually hand the football to the running backs, they don't design plays for them to succeed sucks. I think the fact that they overrun Adrian Peterson, who's 37 and a half milliton years old, it sucks when they know all the defense is going towards the right side, and they could have handed him somebody else the ball that has the cut ability to go the opposite direction. I think that sucks. I think the fact of the matter that the fan base wants to blame everything on the interception sucks. I think the fact of the matter that this man's won't even request a trade to save himself sucks. I think the fact that he hasn't knocked anybody out, including his fat coach, sucks. I'm surprised that I think it's bold that he hasn't cussed Daryl Bevel out and threw a jug at his head, sucks. I think what does suck is the fact of the matter that he hasn't called everybody a dumb bitch and cussed them out and walked out in the middle of the game, sucks. On some Vontae David and retired in the middle of the damn season and out of nowhere and walked out the stadium sucks. I think that bullshit sucks. I think the fact that everybody hates this man just because he grew up rich sucks when he out here getting his ass kicked for you for over 10 years. When you think about it, when he was drafted at the age of 20 and he had 2 broken separated shoulders back-to-back years, and then his first full season playing, he threw for 5,000 yards and got you a playoff entry against the New Orleans Saints and threw 3 touchdowns, did throw some picks. But, I mean, come on. There was a new team. I think that sucks. I think the fact that you gave him Reggie Bush as his only other 1,000-yard rusher sucks. I think the fact of the matter is that he only had one top 10 defense legitimately for one season of his entire career sucks. And then you got rid of everybody, and then he took all the blame for it sucks. His top receiver, the greatest of all time, retired on him at 30 years old sucks. I think the fact that you haven't gave him another 1,000-yard rusher since 2013 sucks. I think the fact that he just now got a 100-yard rusher 2 years ago in Kerryon Johnson sucks. I think the fact of the matter that he was bleeding the other week sucks. Just after everybody shamed him and disrespected this man, got up bleeding. Not the first time this happened. Not the first time. I think the fact that he had 2 back injuries over the last couple of years sucks. I think the fact of the matter is he never had a young quarterback drafted in the top 3 rounds of the draft in his entire career to groom and learn behind him. So if he does go down, sucks. I think it sucks when you had Jim Bob Cooter way too long. I think it sucked that you had Ron Prince too long. I think it sucked that you had Ed, what's his name? Ed, whatever his name was, the tight end coach turned linebacker coach, and then got fired. I think he sucked. I think the fact that you got a fat ass head coach that don't seem to make adjustments sucks. I think it's a bold thing to say that you've been through 2 defensive coordinators in your tenure here, and you have not been able to keep leads for this man sucks. I think the fact that you actually got Chase Daniels sitting on top of freaking David Blau, who threw a 75-yard touchdown pass in his first fucking pass in the regular season against the Chicago Bears last year with Galladay sucks, but you got him on the practice squad for some old washed up bum who probably got the same amount of arm strength as me do right now with no NFL training. I think that shit sucks. You know what else I think sucks? I think it sucks that he hasn't grabbed a microphone and cussed everybody out in the stadium who's blamed him. I think that sucks. I think it sucks that I have to defend him every day, everywhere I go to work for people who don't understand the game. I think that shit sucks. I think it sucks to also, in basketball, have a center who never had a point guard except for 2 guys. One who was a good shooter who could pass from time for time, got hurt. The other one was a more playmaking version of Bruce Brown. Dog, man, I add. But, hey, I think it sucks he never had a legit point guard. I think it sucks that he never had the quality of shooters such as guys like Joel Embiid. I think he never had the type of, defenders to support him as a backup when he needed to take a breather. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like he ran around here with some dude named Ass Crapula, you know what I'm saying, who was slipping and falling. And then not to mention, you take Reggie Jackson out the game, then you put Jose Calzone and Pachulia. Oh, that's a nightmare for disaster right there. Oh, everything good is gonna happen out of that shit. Oh yeah, those are good things about the Pistons. That's what we do. Detroit, that's what we do. We give you Zaza and Jose Calzone at the same time as backups when we going against the Boston Celtics and we need wins to push for a playoff spot. That's what we do. That's what we do. Those are things we do. No. The Heat don't do that. Not the Heat. Not the Suns. Not the Suns. No, all these other teams, they can go out there and get the best talent. They can develop all the second-round picks together. We stuck right now praying to God that Bruce Brown gets a jump shot. But you want to tell me that Andre Drummond and Matthew Stafford was wrong with Detroit? Okay. Next time y'all say somebody sucks, I want you to look in the mirror and say, do I know anything about anything I'm talking about, or am I just angry? That's the question I want y'all to ask yourself. Oh yeah, I'm able to go live again. YouTube pissed me off with that mobile bullshit last year, had me all depressed. I'm coming back. I'm gonna have a lot of shit to say on my. I got a lot of shit I want to talk to y'all about. And yes, I'm cussing. I got a lot of bullshit that they this fucking Michigan State, fucking Tigers giving away. Well, no, no, I'm gonna be nice to the Tigers. I'm gonna be a little bit nice because they did make things interesting like this past season. They did do something interesting. At least the Red Wings and the Tigers know how to draft. At least they know how to do that. At least. But that's how I'm gonna leave it. We gonna have a lot of stuff to talk about. Ooh, I can't wait to get back on this thing. I can't wait to get back on this, y'all. Y'all just don't know. But you know what? I made this long enough. I know I got y'all emotions all high. I just wanted to talk to y'all for a little bit. I just wanted to talk to y'all a little bit, man. I'm so happy that y'all came and showed out for your boy. I really appreciate that, man. I really do. I really do, man. And I don't care who a group you are, I support y'all, man. I really do. But this is a test run today for my new string top, man, as I call it. And I'm about to go freshen up and, you know what I'm saying, get ready for work tomorrow, man. And peace.